privileged to be going into this stadium. We realise how important it is for East London and the community. What we desperately need a bigger stadium to make football affordable for all. And we will be continuing our policy of kids for £1, half-price game for adults. We want football to be affordable for the ordinary working class man, not just the corporate people. When we've got the increased revenue from this stadium, I think we can be a force to be reckoned with. And it's the only way forward for the club.
The fans are so close to the pitch here, and that's a big fear at the Olympic Stadium, behind a running track.
There is no way that we can go to the Olympic Stadium unless our seats are in a similar distance than they are now. What is that? That's 20
yards, I guess?
20 yards.
Whilst the stadium already looks impressive, be under no doubt that when we move in 2016, it will look and feel like the home of West Ham United. Our seats will go in, our hospitality will go in, the signage will go in, the statue will go in, and it will start to feel like the home West Ham supporters deserve. We've always said our job is to exceed your expectations.
Sullivan, Gold, Brady. We've had enough of your lies. We've seen your 10 points, you failed on all 10. You moved it from a stadium that was our home and brought it to a rented accommodation on an athletics track. Even if you put 5 new points up, we wouldn't trust you. From now on, the Real Action Group have got the back of the fans, they've got the back of the groups, and we're going nowhere. People out there, you want to join us, go to Twitter, Facebook. If you go onto Facebook and Twitter, you'll find us, Real West Ham Fans Action Group. Thank you. This is what gets us. Firstly, we're not London. That's number one. We're West Ham United. Secondly, they hoodwinked us into the Thames Ironworks. And what they've done, they've created a shirt with a Union Jack on it and start us to remember the Thames Ironworks. Well, hold on. Let's remember our castle. Let's remember our heritage. We're not too much worried about what happened before we was West Ham United, but it was a money-making thing for shirts, merchandise, and that...
Rebranding us.
That is not for us. That's for the day trippers, as they call them. That's got to go.
Changes. Turn and face the strain. Changes. Don't wanna be a richer man. Changes. Turn and face the strain. Changes. It's gonna have to be a different man. Time may change me, but I can't trace time.
Inside the shop are a set of gates that should be outside as part of our museum. But instead they're inside that shop to attract people to go in there to buy clothing so they can see the gates. The other set of gates are in Brown's Garden. You got a guy here with his daughter. They come over from Malta every week, every home game to watch them. Hello Norman, are you alright, mate?
Yes.
No?
Hello.
Can you just give us an insight of what you feel when you come over to this ground?
Not a nice feeling, to tell you the truth.
And where'd you come from, Norm? How far do you travel? How far do you travel every week?
1,304 miles every time.
And how long have you been doing that, Norm?
10 years now.
Okay, there you go. So we've got an insight. Give us an insight, Norm.
Well, it's not the same because, I mean, look, you come over here, it's just me and my daughter.
Yeah.
Not on a match day. And then when you come on a match day, it's just queuing up to go in. Not a feeling like it used to be at the pub, 5 minutes before the game you go in, and that's it. Now you have to queue up 30, 40 minutes before the game.
The thing was with Afton Park, over here I don't feel anything. With Afton Park, every time I see the stadium, I used to get butterflies. Nowadays I don't get that feeling anymore. I don't get the butterflies.
I
That's
mean, the thing was, 10 years, you have the same people next to you. In front of you, over there, you see people, new ones, not every time.
It's a big family,
People
family.
dying. His wife, I had a mate behind me, his wife died, you know, you keep in touch with him, phone numbers, exchange. You came over here, they told us it's going to be the same area, that's what they told me. Come over here and you don't see anybody that you know.
Exactly.
You know?
Well, it's Stratford's East London, but where our football ground was, Upton Park, we relate like Plaistow, East Ham, Canning Town, Custom House, Forest Gate. They're sort of like the vein system coming out of Upton Park. as we come across to Stratford, where our stadium is,
It's Hackney.
we've got the front door is Stratford, and the back door is Hackney. So we're getting taken away. We've lost veins coming out of Upton Park.
You're coming into Upton, like coming into Plaistow, which this would have been a thriving community for home games. Our local pub, funny enough, would be. People would, because Upton Park Station, it's such a backlog of people trying to get in. People would walk to Plaistow Station. Now, the walk to Plaistow Station is as far as it is to Stratford Station from the thing.
Lots of people have small businesses, all selling merchandise down Green Street. And David Gold got stopped in his motor, and they asked him questions, and he guaranteed them that they were going to get backed. The last gaff that went down at Green Street was Ken's gaff, and I was sitting in there October. And I mean, it might have not been the best cap in the world, but it was
our cap.
It was our cap, and everyone used to pass it, have an hot dog, have a burger. You could get sweets on the way down here. You could get anything you want. It was just the heartbeat. It was the heartbeat, and even all the young children, they go on about what they sort of experience getting off at Upton Park, going to the Boleyn. It's a completely different.
As you're coming in now, this is probably one of our pubs with the Vic.
Yeah,
we'll come back here after. But this was where we would meet before games, and that's where we would go back to after games. Now that's a little bit of a walk, but you're going to notice now we're going to walk from there to our ground, which we accept because it's not on our manor, if you like, as such. But we're walking just as far, if not further, the way they heard us at Stratford. It's crazy, and they're trying to tell us it's near.
And they will get
We're in Green Street, Upton Park. Behind us is the Boleyn Stadium. We're just 2 steps away from the memorial right now. This is where Andy grew up.
Yeah, this for me, there's the Boleyn pub that me and Micky and him drunk when we was kids, 15, 16. Bobby Moore's had a shop over there.
Yeah, Bobby
Moore's shop over the road. And this is the entrance to our stadium, which we'll have a look at it now, shall we? Let's have a look at our stadium. But look, they've still got the bits of the gates there, that were our old gates. And you've got the memorial here, which is left. This is where people have been left, you know.
November, it was overgrown.
Yeah, at least they're tidying it up now. So, you know, you've got lots of people here. Ray, look, Curly Ray.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
We've got our fans coming in. They're going to try and paint the backdrop with the North Bank, the Chicken Run, the South Bank. Just put a bit of colour in there.
And if we look round here, this will be the entrance to, there you go, makes you laugh, doesn't it? Upton Park Garden.
Can I just express one thing while we're here? I don't know why.
Do you know what? Because I've been here a couple of times now, sad, angry, annoyed with myself because we've done nothing to stop us from moving. We sold a dream. Do you know what? I think our own greed is the death of our own club because we were sold a dream, and what was wrong with what we had? Top 10 would have been all right. A couple of cup runs.
We fought it once with the Browns, didn't we? When they went with the bond scheme, we put up a battle before, but we didn't put up a battle.
You never notice, there's only one block of flats left. Yeah. Where's the other 3 gone?
Yeah, I know.
And the bus station, we couldn't build because of the bus station, ain't there no more. Let's have a look at our main entrance, what's left of it.
My young son, when he first come to this ground as a 4-year-old, He climbed the steps to go to the west side. His exact words were, "Dad, this feels like we're walking in a palace." That's how he explained it. It was heartbreaking.
That's what he said. That's it, there's your entrance. That's what we're left with, that's the road in.
Yeah, there you go.
A classic phrase that was used by one of our fans was, this board has done more damage to the East End than Hitler. We're just filming a dog. This used to be our home.
This was our home, as you understand. That was
there's a seat here. You need a seat.
Can I have a seat? How many seats you got?
There you go.
Yeah, I'll have a seat. Thank you.
There you go.
No, it's not for free.
We're coming out the shed.
Get out, because
Good man, good man.
But it's not for free.
Make sure you frame it.
Is it for someone else?
Much respect.
Is it for someone?
Make sure you frame it.
There you go, look.
Thank you. Thank you.
The last bit of our home.
Wow.
All of them bring a tenner. These are the last remaining bits from the stadium. But I have to laugh.
We have it all.
What you didn't realise was, as you was walking them about, the guy was trying to sell them to you for 50 quid.
He went like this, tenner.
Yeah, but
15.
Oh, for his 50.
No, 15.
Well, there you go.
And then the other guy turned around and said, no, you can't do that to the boys, you can't do that.
102.
We've actually got in the shed and got the last
You've got the last
out.
bits of the seats, that's it, that's remaining. That's your last bit of the seats.
There'll be fans singing, all getting ready to go to the football match. The whole feel of it was just excitement. Everything was excitement, ready to go to a nice game of football next door. Literally next door. Not 5, 10, 15-minute walk, it was next door.
But this was our local from when I was 14. 1974 I started drinking in here. Yeah, shame. Well, put it this way, the bar started probably, the queue started probably here. So you start here to try to get to there.
West Ham Yoding.
Look at it, go. Just talk to the ladies. Hello ladies. This gentleman here, Hetty, and he said, I must go and see Nathan's Pie. It ain't gonna be, I don't think you're gonna last much longer. Obviously I come from the man, I come here since I was a baby, but gone on it.
The Ken's Cat's gone now as well.
Yeah, well that's...
You know, they smashed the area, haven't they? They've actually destroyed our community.
Yeah, I have, yeah.
They promised
they want to take the statue as well.
There you
now.
go, it made me shiver, that did. It made me shiver. You feel that you're obviously a believer that statue should stay there.
Of course it should.
Yeah, there you go,
It
there you
belongs
go.
to us.
Go on now.
What of the Sullivans? Did they say to you you'll be welcome at the when the move first happened?
Well, when it first happened,
Yeah.
they were going to look after all of us, but they didn't look after anybody.
They sold-
They said they were going to look after us.
Look
and
after
they would be
all of us.
playing
That's the one.
Yeah, the pie and mash.
Yeah.
At the new stadium, you'll be working. You have a.
We
Even the
thought we'd have
stallholders,
something
even
over
the
there.
stallholders up at Green Street
Was all
were
told
all
to come and
promised
with us.
they would be looked after. Even when they stopped David Gold in the car and said to him, look, you're from round here, you know how it is to go and nick a pound note, we're only trying to nick a pound note. but they haven't helped anybody. They just raped everyone.
What was it like serving all those people on a match day?
Oh, terrific. Absolutely terrific.
Brilliant for you as well.
Yeah. The atmosphere in here was absolutely, well, out of this world.
I asked you a question many years ago, maybe 2 or 3 years ago now. I say that many years ago, but I asked you how many pies did you reckon that you sold on a Saturday?
You don't know.
You couldn't
No,
put a figure.
keep-
It was so. It went on the trade, didn't it?
Yeah.
It was just so many trades.
Just got to keep coming up.
How many trades do you reckon come out in a day now?
Yeah. Oh.
You can't. Nothing.
Next to nothing.
Next to
sometimes.
nothing. Exactly.
Yeah. We have nothing like it.
We have a thing over
Money at the end of the day, it's just money for them.
What it was like, the community before?
Well, everybody was together, and this was known as West Ham. You know, and everybody knew the routine of when it was football, when to go out, when to stay in, and you know, everyone just knew what to do. They did.
Did you used to look forward to a match day serving people?
Oh yes, there was such an aura about it. It was like an organised chaos, you know, and all the people knew you that come in. The fans knew us, and they knew us all by name and everything. And yeah, it was just such a aura in the air, the atmosphere. It was all there, and now it's just flat.
What do you think of the Sullivans in your personal opinion?
They've taken people's jobs away. People are losing, say, their jobs, you know, and it's all to do, you know, keeping their families, you know, how do people keep their families if they lose their business?
Do you think the identity of West Ham has been lost?
Yes. Yeah, definitely, yes, yeah. We still get a couple of the fans come in on a football day, but everyone says it's just not West Ham over Stratford.
That's probably the last time that we're ever going to walk into Nathan's.
Yeah.
It's heartbreaking.
I think I went in there probably, I was 6 years old, probably 19, yeah, probably when West Ham won the World Cup was probably the first time I went in there. I was 6 years old.
Yeah. There you go. Heartbreaking.
There you go.
That's unbelievable. We probably will never go back in there. There's no reason to be here anymore.
Old West Ham boys. This is the gap. No, you ain't the governor, landlord. You ain't even the governor. Landlord. His missus is the governor.
That's right, that's how it goes, though. 10 years we've been here. 10 years, and what can you say? They left us in their wake a bit and left all the businesses, not just mine, every one of them.
Thank you. Greg, he's been working very hard with us with the Real West Ham Action Group.
Hello, I'm admin.
He's the fundraiser.
Thank you.
Micky.
Yeah.
How has it been for you?
Yeah, it's been a great experience seeing the passion of all the people who want to get involved and want to do something and make a change. I mean, simply put, what we're about is getting a stadium that's fit for football and an experience fit for fans.
Would you go back there?
Yeah.
You've got young kids. You've got young kids that have probably I've seen them grow up from here.
Yeah.
How are you taking your kids over to there?
Well, it's hard to get a season ticket as well. That's the problem.
What do you think about when you go there? Is it the same atmosphere?
It's not the same atmosphere, no. You've been sold a bad dream, haven't we? It's definitely...
And for you lived in East Ham?
East Ham, yeah.
How have you seen the community change?
Well, it's completely changed. All the pubs are shut down. What's all that?
Nothing that you know as
No.
I've known you probably, what, 75, 76?
Yeah.
And we probably roamed these streets probably until 2 years ago, 3
That's
years
right.
ago.
It's completely changed.
How would you give to go back to them days?
Oh yeah, you'd give everything, wouldn't you?
When you jumped in the crowd.
These are one of my son's mates played for West Ham. He was an apprentice, and these are signed. These pair of boots are signed by Tevez and Mascherano. Probably Tevez, one of the best players we've ever had over there, in my opinion. And that's the goal against Tottenham when he jumped into the crowd.
And you see the flats that might be one. There's only one block left there.
Do you know what? I watched it over the old man till the goal went in and I went in the goal.
So, do you know what? I'd actually like to thank the board, because basically what they've done, the actions that they've taken, especially in the last few days,
is that they've managed to unite everybody from this country, America, the Far East, the Far West, wherever. We're all together now, we're all united, and we're on the roll, and this is only going to end one way. Nobody will be victorious.
But when you say you like to thank them, I think you mean in a sarcastic way.
Oh, very much so.
Yeah,
very much so.
Because don't forget, we're talking to people that's probably not West Ham fans.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is they split us.
Yeah. Yeah.
And now they've united us.
Yeah.
And given us a heartbeat.
Exactly.
I've lost probably 3/4 of my match day trading here, so my match day trade's gone down considerably, and it was the match days that kept us open. Obviously throughout the week we tick over, but match days was our bunty days and got us going. And on the dream that was sold by them, the board over there, that there are opportunities for small businesses to move with them or get involved with them over there, which they never ever took on board. I think they've just left everyone, not just me, but everyone around here. There's 10, 15 pubs, and they're going every week. Pubs are shutting down around here, down to it.
Is it sad? Do you feel that West Ham are losing their identity?
They've lost their identity by moving over there. I do believe they've lost their identity. But what they would never lose, they would never lose their hardcore fans, and that's what they've got over there. If West Ham got relegated this year, they'll still have their 30, 40,000 hardcore fans that they've had all my life.
If I try and sum up what it feels like, I can't speak for everybody, but for me, it's a little bit like you've fallen for the free-card trick, or I have, and that's why I feel kind of daft, really. That I believe the dream, I believe what I was told, I believe what I was sold, and it wasn't true. So I guess that's what some other people are feeling as well. You know, sold a pup and feel a bit stupid that we've allowed ourselves to be suckered into a dream that was ours but not theirs.
You haven't got. You haven't.
No, I don't like the cunts. I don't like them one bit.
What don't you like about it? What don't you like about it?
Because they've sold us out. They've sold everything about West Ham. Ain't West Ham because we ain't West Ham anymore.
When you're on social media, you can talk really good, right? Put your thing on that now, because you are fucking part of West Ham. Put it on there now. Don't just back it. Put what you feel from your heart on there now.
Give me a minute.
Yeah, because the thing was, at first I was against the Olympic Stadium. Then when I started seeing social media and everything that was going on, I said, right, it's gonna be a good move. From Upton Park, it's a big stadium, nice stadium. They put that thing at Westfield with the seat sitting down. You get Ray Winston coming out with that instant voice, tough voice saying, it's gonna be tough like that. You know, and from there you'll become a fan of the Olympic Stadium. And retractable seating, you see the videos coming out like that, all the nice things. And now we have a stand on scaffolding in Malta. We use them for carnival, just to watch the carnival next week. That's what the scaffolding we use in Malta. It's a fucking carnival thing back home. And over here we use it as a stadium. It's supposed to be a gem in the East End. No, I'm sorry about that. I trusted them for 2 years, but not anymore. That's it, I'm done with these people. I'll support West Ham till the day I die, and even after that, if you believe in afterlife. But that's it with these guys, I've had it.
Andy, you've had time to think about it now. Go on, mate.
Yeah, the devil's in disguise. Now, devil's in disguise. Sold us a lie. Sold us out. And we all believed it. We all believed it. We let our own go for nothing. I don't know how I couldn't believe that we let that grant go. No one fucking said a word about it. No one said a word about it. I couldn't believe it when it was all going on. I was waiting for someone to chirp up, but no one did. Unbelievable.
What did it do? What did it make you feel like? I've got it. I can see by the face.
It doesn't need to say anything.
I can't say nothing.
Well, I give the owners out of 10. That's a real tough one because initially when they first come in, we thought we was going to go places, but what the actual has come to fruition is nothing like what we've been promised. So for me, we'd have to be between the 3 and the 4. Really don't know. I mean, when we left Upton Park, as I said, we had the third best player in the world, arguably. We was going places, looking good, and now it's gone to pot.
For them, it's about money, and that's all they're interested in. I believe. I don't think they have the interest of the supporters to heart. You know, no matter how much they might say it or might think that they do, they clearly don't. Their actions don't match the words that they've put out. So, you know, I've got no personal animosity towards them. I would just prefer them to perhaps sell the club to somebody who might really have a passion for what this club's about and take us forward to whatever the next level would be. And for me, that is simply seeing enjoyable football, enjoying the stadium, having a good experience, and it being a little bit like it used to be at Upton Park, at the Boleyn.
Right, I've been a steward over West Ham for 10 years, but today I'm not going back. Brady, Gold and Sullivan, that's me finished over that ground. I've decided I want to be part of this group, so goodbye.
So us as an action group, we've come to the ex-Boleyn stewards to do our stewarding for the process.
Yeah.
So what we found out is that you as stewards, you had to buy your own jacket.
Yeah, these were £20.
£20 to keep it. So how long did you work there at the Boleyn?
I worked there for about 10 years.
10 years, and they still wanted to score of you. They still wanted to score of you to keep what you had won to look after the crowd.
Yeah.
Outrageous.
And the little, you know, the little high vis.
Yeah.
For that as well, but I can't remember how much.
And this is an Ardex. Would you give an Ardex over there?
Yeah. But this was for the Millwall match.
There you go. Shocking performance.
Tell me what's wrong. I want to understand because
what's right? Well, you know, you're treated like a teenager over there. I've been doing the job for 10 years. You're talking to some people over there. I said to one bloke, "Where did you get your job from?" He said, "Oh, I got it down the job centre." Now we're filling in forms, having to show that we've got like MVQ levels, whatever level, and that. And like I was working in with the West Ham supporters, but I was this season I've been working in with the away supporters.
Right.
I mean, I preferred it in there because I was staying there in the same place
obviously,
all the time.
When you're in there with the away supporters, you know you're in there with hardcore football fans. But when you're working in the West Ham section, because you can buy tickets anywhere online now, you can actually be working with other supporters with other supporters.
I see someone in there who's taking a photo. I said, "You Man United supporter?" He said, "Why's that?" He had a case with Man United.
There you go.
And like over West Ham, I was in the same place for about 10 years. I got to know all the people, not all of them, you know.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
And so I've gone over to there. Some of them people I'm never going to see again.
Right. So what you got there? These stewards actually grew up with us.
Yeah.
And instead of bringing them over to keep law and order correctly, these people got made redundant and put to one side, and people from the job centre at the age of 20 to 25. That's correct. Yeah, even younger than that. You got a boy doing a man's job.
You've got these 18-year-old kids that have never done stewarding in their life, telling grown men, you can't stand up, you can't do this, you can't do that.
And celebrating goals when other teams score against you.
And it's not.
You've had a steward standing there, and if Chelsea score, they're jumping up in the air like they're doing somersaults that we're 1-0 down.
Listen, it was all sold on. Going back to what they've done, they've sold us a load of lies, and we've all bit it, we've all suffered it.
I just don't like the way that the stewards who have been employed by OCS, they're the way they speak to the supporters. They don't know how to speak to the supporters. You know,
no communication.
There's no communication skills. You know, I was over there one time and a man fell down the stairs, an old man fell down the stairs, and I said to the steward, "You're supposed to be watching what's going on," and I had to go in and help the man up. But it's like they've not had any training how to talk. He was standing up
from the art all this.
Watching the game. Talking to his brother. friend, and I was trying to call him, and in the end, I just got in.
When the stewards used to be over West Ham, they used to be sitting facing the crowd.
Yeah.
Now they're like standing up behind the crowd,
Watching the game. This is first hand. First game of the season against Juventus. I sit row 2, 130. There's a group of people sitting one row in front and standing up. I asked them politely if they were going to do it all season. They said, yeah. I said, well, you're not, because I haven't paid £1,400 to look at your backside. By week 3, they're actually waiting to threaten me and my family. 8-year-old boy and my missus. Okay? That was the end of it. They've never been to the ground ever since. These are the new breed that are in that stadium. Right? And it is another 25,000 that are literally new breed. We're from working class areas.
And you're proud of that?
We're proud of that. Oh yeah, 100%.
Because people are trying to make you ashamed of where you're from. The media.
When you walked over that stadium over there, you smelled pies, you smelled hot dogs, you smelled beer. Over there, you're smelling popcorn.
Yeah.
The difference from that ground to the Olympic Stadium was that ground was hostile. Don't matter where you went in that ground, you was close to the crowd. The crowd was on your back. That was like having a 12th man on the pitch for West Ham.
You turn around and knew someone next to you.
That over there, you're a million miles from the playing surface, and you don't know sitting around. They've split everyone up. No one's actually sits where they wanted to sit or where they should be sitting.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's what it
they
is.
said you're going to get a seat like for like at the new stadium, but you didn't get the seat.
I was told when they first were moving, you're going to have £10 tickets or the cheapest tickets. Is it £10 a game?
I've never seen a £10 game, I must admit.
We used to have a kid for a quid. We used to have a kid for a quid.
After the transfer window, we went to sleep almost crying because it was such a bad transfer window. But I think they didn't go to bed crying with what they did, you know, or drinking champagne because they sold Deo for 20 million. I don't know. 2 years old. I don't remember anything, but I have home videos because he used to have a big camera and he used to video everything. And I have videos at Shadwell Heat, playing with the players. You know, you don't do that anymore now. You can barely walk next to the gate, let alone play with the players. In Malta, they support the big clubs, you know, Man United, Liverpool, Chelsea. So when they see us, they tell us, you know, why West Ham. But to be honest, I can never describe why West Ham because, you know, I tell them you go there, the people, that's why we come here, you know, for the people. It's something, I can't describe it, to be honest, till this day.
There's something that the real West Ham Fan Action Group have been very close to. Is a friend of ours, his niece Isla. She's looking for treatment to go to America. We're trying to raise 192,000, and I believe we're nearly, well, everybody's nearly there. Mickey's worked very closely with our group auctioning, and I think Mickey, you should lead the thing with Team Isla. I know it's close to you.
Okay. Well, firstly, I'd just like to thank everybody that's donated, and I know that you've donated personal things that really mean a lot to you. But the way you've gone about it and let it loose on Real West Ham Fan Action Group, so everyone can bid and help get that figure, it is amazing. It really is amazing. I'd like to thank, there's other groups who was in front of us, who were doing you know, pulling all strings, making it happen. I just want to say to Nicola, I want to say to Isla, as West Ham fans, we're going to get you to America, okay? And it's more important at the moment with what's going on over at the ground. You mean a lot to us, and I just want to again thank everybody. I mean, it's exceptional. Some of the bidding is exceptional, and like me and Andy, we'd just like to say thank you to everyone. Keep sending in your donations, keep sending in your items for auction. We're carrying on what we're doing. I'll take that after every single one again.
Yeah. And just one last thing on that. We asked to be crowdfunded. And we've got a march coming up, and once we've finished our calls, whether it be 2 weeks, 6 weeks, 6 months, whatever money's left in the Real West Ham Fan Action Group will go to Team Isla. And if Isla has got her thing and carries on, it will go to Isla's mum to donate to I know they're in the Bradley Dowry, whichever it is called, and all funds that we get left over will be handed over to Nicola and to deal with. So if anybody else is worried about people taking monies or whatever, it will all go to a very good cause.
As far as I can see across the social media, the club didn't get involved. They wasn't getting involved, and then as they started seeing all the fans getting involved and started auctioning and raising money and selling badges, slowly but surely they got involved. And it was only a few weeks ago when Mark Noble carried Isla out onto the pitch as a mascot, and lots of people wanted Isla to be a mascot a long time. A long time, just to bring awareness to what was going on. I've got to tell you, that picture of Mark Noble and Isla, it broke a lot of people's heart.
Yeah, it's a great
it brought it home how much it meant. But at the end of the day, as a football club, they could have followed Sunderland's. They could have followed Sunderland's footsteps and done it a lot earlier, just like Defoe done. 12 months ago, all different groups. I'll go like this, like the Boleyn days, and long live the Boleyn. Neil Taylor. He was cracking away. He was putting a lot of time into it. A lot of time. He was working with different groups. He was raising money, and I take my hat off to him because he was working his nuts off.
Yeah, all of them.
And then slowly but surely, other groups got involved, and they were pushing for Isla to be a mascot over at the new stadium. But as a board, they just weren't accepting it. Nothing was happening. They wasn't letting, everyone wanted Isla to be exposed, bring more attention to the fan base. But the only way the fan base was finding out was through social media. And then as we got involved, and then all of a sudden, when Mark Noble brought out Isla the other day onto the football pitch, it broke a lot of people's hearts. And I think it went from 41% to 76% within 2 weeks. And that's a big jump, and they're not too far away from it now.
That's what we need
the money needs to be raised by April. I think I'm correct in saying that she's only got 22 treatments. She's a strong fighter. She's a strong girl, but she's got a strong fan base behind her. We love you, Isla.
Yeah.